Good morning. Happy Friday. Have you ever wondered what the difference really is between good and evil? I'll talk about that in just a second. What is the difference between good and evil? How do we know that evil's evil and that good is good? Why does this matter? There are lots of people out there that will try to tell you that goodness is just a perspective or from a certain point of view, that evil is just a cultural adjustment to the goings-on in life and how we view things. What makes Hitler's actions evil while the rescuers of those in the concentration camps acts noble? What sets that standard, and what's the difference? When we distill this down to the reality of everything, we have to address the fact that there has to be something outside of ourselves that defines good and evil. There has to be an uncaused causer that lets us know what indeed is good. And the absence of that goodness is indeed evil. Otherwise, if we're just animals and there is no God, then that simply would mean that whatever we decide to value as a society is good, that we adapt for certain purposes and we call that good. But is it truly good? If there is no God, there is no good. If there is no God, there is no evil. There just is existence, just like any other animal. And I know people argue against that and say that we're very capable of morality, and I'm not saying that we're not. What I'm saying is that something that we have a definitive, exacting, purposeful definition of good and evil can only exist if an uncaused causer, God, lay down the standard for all of us. That's a great apologetic for the existence of God. But there's something else I wanted to say about good and evil. Do you know what good does? It builds. It changes. It makes better. It seeks nobility. It creates beauty. It creates wonder. It creates joy. It pushes people to be their best. It helps those that are downtrodden. That's what good does. But do you know what evil does? It destroys. It stagnates. It hurts. It harms. It causes fear. It destroys lives. There's a huge difference between good and evil. And the definitions that we apply to those depend upon where our heart truly is. We call certain things good, and we call certain things evil. If our heart is in tune with God, then we will call what He calls good, good. But if our hearts are not in tune with God, then we might call something evil good. That might sound confusing, but in this long and short of it simply means this: if we think the way God thinks, if we try to have His heart, we will know what is truly good. And if we do not, we are in danger of promoting something that is indeed evil, even if it appears to be good on the surface. I hope you know the difference. I hope you know the one who makes the difference. Have a great weekend. See you next time.